Pokrovsk, Donetsk Oblast, in one of the most precise Ukrainian defensive actions near the embattled city of Pokrovsk. A team of Azov regiment snipers reportedly halted an enemy motorcycle convoy by eliminating its riders one by one, stopping the attack before it could reach Ukrainian defensive line. According to Frontline sources, the incident occurred during the early morning hours when a fast-moving group of enemy soldiers on motorcycles attempted to slip through the outskirts of the city using narrow service roads. Such motorcycle units, known for their speed, low visibility, and ability to maneuver around destroyed infrastructure, have become increasingly common in recent months. Members of the Azov sniper detachment had been positioned for days on the upper floors of abandoned residential blocks overlooking the route. Using reconnaissance drones and spotters, the snipers tracked the convoy's movement as it advanced toward Ukrainian-held territory. Once the enemy riders entered the designated kill zone, the snipers opened fire. Each shot was deliberate, said a Ukrainian soldier familiar with the engagement. They waited for the right moment, then neutralized the riders one after another before the enemy could disperse. Eyewitnesses reported that the first motorcycle collapsed instantly, causing confusion within the convoy. As riders attempted to scatter, follow-up shots disabled additional targets, forcing the remaining soldiers to retreat and abandon their attempted breakthrough. While the specific weapons used were not disclosed, Azov snipers are known to operate long-range precision rifles and anti-materiel systems capable of disabling both personnel and light vehicles. The combination of elevated firing positions, pre-surveyed ranges, and real-time drone guidance reportedly contributed to the success of the operation. Ukrainian military analysts noted that motorcycles, while agile, offer minimal protection against long-range precision fire, making them extremely vulnerable when ambushed by snipers with clear lines of sight. The elimination of the motorcycle convoy prevented what Ukrainian commanders described as a probing attack, meant to test weak points in Pokrovsk's defenses. The city, already the focus of intense fighting, relies heavily on small, disciplined units capable of rapid response and local initiative. This wasn't just a tactical victory, said another member of the defense forces. Stopping fast-moving groups like this buys us time and helps keep the front from unraveling. Details of the engagement remain limited, and independent verification has not yet been possible due to active fighting in the area. However, video clips shared on social media appear to show motorcycle debris scattered along a rural access road consistent with the reported location. Ukrainian officials praised the operation as an example of high-precision defensive work, while analysts noted that similar ambushes are likely to continue as both sides rely more heavily on small mobile units to penetrate or protect frontline positions. And Ukrainian drones turned a supposed show of dominance into a fiery rout, torching dozens of vehicles as the fog cleared. Here, the Russians believed their own headlines and thought they had finally secured a way to approach Pokrovsk safely. Under the guise of bad weather, they managed to shoot a symbolic video. But a few moments later, they were in for a nasty surprise from the Ukrainian drone operators. A widely circulated Russian video showed a long column of reinforcements advancing toward the town through the morning fog, parading unopposed and projecting confidence, as if a secure ground line of communication is established. It occurred on the 10th of November, 2025. Despite this, even Russian analysts admitted that such a movement is only possible under extremely thick fog and poor visibility. Otherwise, every vehicle would be immediately detected and destroyed by Ukrainian FPV strikes. The Russians used the fog as a cloak to sneak through what they hoped would be a safe corridor, but their illusion of safety didn't last long. While their footage alone doesn't tell the whole story of how things developed and why the Russian command chose this tactic, when the fog lifted, the truth came crashing down, because as it turned out, Ukrainian drone operators immediately spotted Russians on the road and began the hunt. Geolocated footage shows the Russian parade column being torn apart within minutes, with the motorcycles filmed earlier now burning in the street. At least a dozen vehicles and buggies were destroyed, their explosions lighting up the ruins of southern Pokrovsk. And once Ukrainian operators locked onto their targets, there was nowhere to hide. The few survivors faced a nightmare of their own, as Pokrovsk has become a death trap for Russian infiltrators, where any sign of life is hunted down by Ukrainian drone. Ukrainian operators now coordinate multiple drones in real time, as confirmed in the video of Russian soldiers hiding in a building, which filmed their last moments in panic. 2 Ukrainian drones strike the entrance, creating an opening for a third that flies inside and explodes near a Russian soldier, mortally wounding him as he tries to apply a questionable red rubber tourniquet, visible on many dead Russian soldiers. Another drone recording shows operators scanning the ruins for heat signatures, hunting isolated Russian groups that may have slipped in under the fog. The Russian column that was sent to show control had been doomed from the start, as officers forced their troops to take a high-risk route, dangerously exposed to Ukrainian fire from Mirnohrad. They believed that if they reached Pokrovsk intact, they'd prove that the area was fully secured, as claimed by Russian military analysts. But it was a mistake without military logic that turned fatal, with soldiers getting massacred following a suicidal order. A second Russian video, filmed by a shell-shocked soldier, confirms it, as he cries into the camera that Pokrovsk is a kill zone. He complains that there's no shelter, no coordination, corpses everywhere, and everything is chaos. His tone reflects the state of an army without cohesion, trapped between Ukrainian fire and their own commander's cruelty. According to the Ukrainian 7th Air Assault Corps, there are over 300 Russians currently in Pokrovsk, with their goal remaining to reach the northern borders of Pokrovsk and attempt to encircle the agglomeration with Mirnohrad. Russian sources claim other numbers, but in any case, those inside are cut off, dying slowly in what has become a kill zone and a war of shadows, in which even an entire street or forest patch might be held by 2 men and 200 drones. Meanwhile, Ukrainian engineers continue to mine every approach, with another Russian video capturing the moment a tank drives toward a firing position near Pokrovsk, only to detonate a mine seconds after entering the open. The explosion sends debris flying, a reminder that no Russian vehicle, be it tank or motorcycle, can move freely near the town, with each attempt to push supplies or reinforcements ending in destruction. Overall, the Ukrainian defense has turned Pokrovsk into a kill zone, the same way the fields south of it once were. The Ukrainian army maintains its strategy to contain the Russians below the railway line, deny them movement, and annihilate everything that approaches the town. By combining precision drone warfare with relentless mining operations, the defenders have turned Pokrovsk into a trap that consumes every Russian soldier who dares to enter it.
Отсюда туда.